All right, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, got the hood up, got a box next to it. You know what that means? No, not mods. This time it's maintenance, sadly. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the oil change on the 2016 C63s. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get the jack and floor jack and show you guys how it's done. All right, and for those who don't know, this is where you lift the car from this rubber point right there. So you'll put the head of the jack at. Go ahead and lift. It also has this indicator right here telling you where the rubber should be. So let's go ahead and lift this up safely. All right, so I got the car all jacked up. Got the little jack stand right there for safety as well. Might go ahead and go chalk the wheel on the other side, but go ahead and start taking out the splash shield here in a sec. All right, so quick little tip that I like to do. Many probably do it, but I like to put a cardboard under so I can lay on. So it makes this ground a little easier to lay on, and it prevents stains from hitting the actual concrete or whatever you're working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide under there and take off that splash shield. Got my somewhat safety glasses I just found. So let's get it. All right, so I got a 5/16 or even an 8mm will work. And we're gonna take off this part. We don't really need to take off the front, just need the back. So go ahead and take that off. We got this front cover off. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish removing the rear one, which is this big one right here. And you got a couple more bolts, one here, on the opposite side as well, right there. And then you got, I think, a couple right on this other lip, on the other side of this lip back here. And I think that's about it. I'm not fully gonna take it off, just drop it enough. So let's do that. All right, so I got it off. Not fully, but just dropped. And now we can access the filter and then the drain plug as well. So let's go ahead and set up for this. And then this is pretty loose. You can just push out of the way or whatever you want to do. But if you want, you can go ahead and just undo those two rear ones and they'll drop it completely. All right, so that's the drain plug. All you need is a flathead. Put it in here and give it a good twist. As you can see, it'll start coming out. And yep, it's out. So set up your oil. That's hot, T-Burns! Ah! But oil wasn't too bad. This is a 6,000 miles. I usually try to do at 5, but this is 6,000, so it's not too bad. All right, so it's almost done draining. I did add a screwdriver under to keep it balanced so it doesn't overfill, but you need yourself a 24 socket or wrench, whatever you want to use. Go ahead and put it up on there. Let me see if you guys can see. There we go. I think it should be hand loose. So always watch out for that extra oil that comes out from the filter. So I'm gonna let that drain out before I pull it out completely. All right, so I got the oil filter cover off. As you can see, there's the filter. Careful, the oil can still be pretty hot. But all you wanna do is just wiggle it and then pull at the same time, and it should come right out. It's a little hot, so I need to let it cool off. All right, got that oil filter off. Checked for some shavings, but don't have any, so we're good here. Filter wasn't too bad. We'll go ahead and put on that new filter now. All right, so the oil I will be using today is a liquid moly, the 5W40. And these M177 engines take either 0W40 or 5W40. I went ahead and did the 5W40. They got it like a little kit, so it has a filter and then a new drain plug. I got it from FCP website. It's not sponsored or anything, but not too bad for 130, or yeah, 130 with taxes and everything. So go ahead and put that new filter on and get it back together. All right, so before we forget, need to take off this O-ring and go ahead and put on the new one. Not too difficult, so let's go ahead and change it out. All right, so the new oil filter's in. Here's the cap. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. Make sure this is on the bottom. It'll only go in one way, but just so you know. All right, so I got the drain plug on, the filter on. Now it's time to put this covers back on and start filling her up. All right, so got the car back down on the ground. Splash shield is on, everything's on good under. Now I'm gonna go ahead and top her off on oil. All right, so I got 8 quarts of oil so far in the car. Here's the last one. Takes 9, but usually on the 8th, I'll go ahead and take out the dipstick, and then I'll do half, check, and then go from there, just because I don't want to overfill the car. So let's go ahead and finish it off. All right, so I got oil in. I don't know if it'll focus or not. Okay, I can't get it to focus, but did not need the full entire bottle. So you can see there's still a good amount of oil in there, but it's topped off on here. So that's why I like to always double check. So, but while you're checking your dipstick, what I'll do is put it in, take it out, and then do that like 3 times at least, just to make sure it's accurate. But now that that's good, we're gonna go ahead and put the oil cap back on and reset the oil life, and then turn it on. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset the oil life, show you how it's done. Ignition on once. Now you need to hit 3 buttons. Actually, first make sure you go into your trip setting, and then now you're gonna have to click the call and OK. Hold it down at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and try it with my phone in my hand, so hopefully it works. All right, now you can see the screen change. Now what you want to do is go down to plus, and then go ahead and switch the ignition on one more time. Hit the button once, go down to full service, and then you'll go ahead and go down and confirm the service, and then click yes, and then it's going to be, are you sure? And then you can go ahead and click confirm. I already reset it, so I'm not going to go ahead and do it again, but that's how you do it. All right, so you can see got it running now. Oil change is complete. Pretty simple. So if you guys enjoyed this maintenance video, probably gonna make another one on the spark plug soon and the serpentine belt. So if you guys like this video and want to see more, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.